Upparabeda, a small tribal village in Odisha's Mayurbhanj district. In those days, reaching school itself meant walking long distances. Higher education for tribal girls was rare, yet she became the first woman from her village to complete graduation. That single step changed not only her own future, but the aspiration of countless young girls who came after her. Before entering politics, she chose to become a teacher at the Sri Aurobindo Integral Education Center in Rairangpur. She often says that teaching gave her the greatest satisfaction because it allowed her to shape lives before she ever shaped public policy. That is a reminder that leadership begins with service. Her public life was never built on privilege. She started as a councillor in the Rairangpur Notified Area Council, later became its vice chairperson, an MLA, minister in Odisha, governor of Jharkhand, and finally the President of India. Every milestone was earned. Every milestone was earned step by step through years of public service. But what makes Rashtrapati Ji's journey extraordinary is not only the offices she has held, it is the burdens she has carried. Between 2009 and 14, she lost her elder son, her younger son, her husband, her mother, and her brother. Few among us can imagine such grief. Yet she decided not to surrender to despair. She immersed herself in spirituality, returned to public service with renowned resolve, and transformed personal suffering into compassion for others. When she took oath as the President of India in 2022, she said, "My election is proof that the poor in India can not only dream, but can also fulfill those dreams." Those were not ceremonial words. They reflected a life lived against the odds. Today, when a tribal child looks at Rashtrapati Bhavan, they no longer see a distant institution. They see someone who once studied in a village, worked as a teacher, traveled village roads, faced unbearable personal loss, and yet never lost faith in education, democracy, or service. Dear graduates, what is the true purpose of a university? Today you receive a degree. Tomorrow life will ask you a bigger question. What difference will you make? The true purpose of education is not just to earn a degree. It is to create solutions that improve people's lives. Today we are living in the age of artificial intelligence. AI can give answers, but it can never replace human values, curiosity, compassion, and character. Those qualities are nurtured in great universities and they shape great human beings. That is why universities must produce not just skilled professionals, but responsible citizens, compassionate leaders, and lifelong learners. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has envisioned a Vikasit Bharat where quality education, innovation, and research become a foundation of a developed India. I would like to also appreciate our Honorable Union Education Minister Shri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, who's been like my father and mentor through my journey as the Education Minister of Andhra Pradesh. Inspired by this national vision, under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Andhra Pradesh is transforming higher education to build universities that create knowledge, inspire innovation, and prepare students not just for jobs, but for leadership. Our dream is not merely to produce degree holders, but to nurture future leaders. Through quality faculty, industry-linked skills, research and innovation, we are building future-ready universities that empower every student to succeed in the rapidly changing world. Our goal is simple yet ambitious. Every student employable, every university innovative, every researcher empowered. More importantly, we want every young mind to have the confidence to compete with the very best in the world. Dear graduates, today your parents will proudly frame your degrees, but life will remember something even more important. Your decisions, your values, your contributions to our nation. Never measure success by the position you hold. Measure it by the lives you touch, problems you solve, and the opportunities you create for others. Because education finds its highest purpose not when it changes our own life, but when it empowers us to change the lives of others. As you leave this campus today, carry your knowledge with confidence, your roots with pride, and your values with humility. Always remember, a degree may earn you a profession, but character earns you respect and service earns you legacy. With this, I look forward to at least seeing few of you joining in the Indian political system and changing the political discourse of our great nation. So congratulations to every graduating student, your proud parents, dedicated teachers, and the entire Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh. May your journey inspire many more journeys. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. May I now respectfully invite Sri Dharmendra Pradhan, Honorable Union Minister of Education, to address the gathering.
Namaskar. Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu ji, Sri Abdul Nasir ji, Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Nara Lokesh ji, Honorable Minister of HRD, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Madam Srimati Sandhya Rani ji, Minister Women and Child Welfare and Tribal Welfare in Government of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Madan Lal Meena ji, Chancellor of Central Tribal University Andhra Pradesh, Professor T. Srinivasan ji, Vice Chancellor, Central Tribal University Andhra Pradesh, और ex Vice Chancellor Professor Katimani, renowned educationist of the country, distinguished guests, proud parents, faculties, my dear students. We all are fortunate today. I am grateful to Honorable Chief Patron of Education System of India, the President of India. Though it's a very childlike institution, it's a fast convocation. I can remember a few years back, we started this university by appointing Professor Katimani as its Chancellor, Vice Chancellor for first time. Then I got opportunity to put the foundation stone of the new upcoming building of these great institutions. But I'm grateful to President Madam, with your kindness, with your greatness, you choose to address the past batch of Central Tribal University Andhra Pradesh passing out students. This will be a lifelong memory for all these students. I'm confident not only they are completing their education by this convocation, they are entering to a new responsibility. If they took responsibility, then millions' rights will be protected. I have two, three suggestions for this university. My dear young friends, you are at a very critical juncture. 100 years ago, just imagine what was the situation of our country. What was India doing, Bharat doing in the early part of 20th century? We are at the verge of getting independence. We gave a clarion call for quit India, non-cooperation. The final leg of independence movement as we speak 100 years ago. That was a period of struggling, the period of great fight. And I know where you belong. You all in the part of old Vijayanagaram district. And I think the university is in the district, the present newly carved district of Alluri Sitaram Raju district. And in those days, the great leader of Alluri like Alluri Sitaram Raju, they fought with the Britishers to give freedom to this country. Today, we all are fortunate. Now your responsibility, your duty, how to achieve the target of 2047, Prime Minister Narendra Modi give a clarion call to countrymen, by 2047 we have to be the developed country. And do you know, where are you? You are not here mere in the university campus. You are not mere in this part of globe. This part of globe, this part of our country, this part of our state Andhra Pradesh has historical and significant relevance. This is centuries ago. From this place, the maritime ecosystem of a great India civilization has started. From this coast, from this part of India, this coast, the civilization went to different part of world. Sri Lanka is proud of India's heritage. They proudly claim, we belong to Indian civilization. Our ancestors come from this part of India. And you all are inheritors of that proud legacy. We fought with the Britishers in this area. But today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the visionary Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu ji, has both of them in vision to develop India, to develop Andhra Pradesh. You are part of Swarnima Andhra. You all are, many of you belong to Andhra Pradesh. Many may not be belong to Andhra Pradesh, but now, by luck, you are part of our Swarnima Andhra culture. You all have to take responsibility, what we'll do in future. The Honorable Vice Chancellor was mentioning about the research ecosystem of the newly upcoming university. As Education Minister of India, as education in charge of this country, my expectation will be from you, don't go behind Naukri. Don't go behind any government service or any job. Try to become job creator. If your initiative job will be created, many more will be get job. You are not entitled to go for a job. You are entitled to create jobs. The university are meant to take lead, to create new innovation, new models. I am confident, and this university has unique positioning. The university's name is Tribal University. What does it mean? Not merely understanding the language, not merely understanding the culture, you have to. The Indian knowledge system is coming from the tribal society of our country. They are the original inhabitor of this civilization. They know everything. They know nature, they know forest, they know agriculture, they know animal husbandry. They know how to tackle with the nature. They are master of their destiny. We have to repackage all this knowledge system in the present day context. You are presiding over a repository of knowledge. Your first responsibility, how to create a bridge between the conventional knowledge, the Indian knowledge system, and the present day requirement. And that part of your university location, that's a living example of human laboratories. Lot of concerns are there, lot of aspirations are there, lot of possibilities are there. The role of university, how to convert it, how to create a synergy between society and aspiration. University is meant for that. I am confident the newly upcoming Central Tribal University Andhra Pradesh will fulfill that societal aspiration. And finally, friends, we are the new era. Andhra Pradesh, India, both of this area, both of our entity with a competitive federal character, we are destined to be part of a global economic hotspot. My visionary colleague, the able Education Minister of Andhra Pradesh, today we visited a remote school. On coming back, he was giving idea of this area. This area is going to be a $1 trillion economy size in very near future. Who will be the beneficiary? Who will lead that? I meant myself, not lead. Who will take lead of that benefit? Who will be the captain of that social change, economic change? Certainly, our university students. In the area of biotechnology, in the area of human psychology, in the area of behavioral practice, in the area of public health system, more research is expected. More human-centric solutions are expected. I am confident this young university will take responsibility to fulfill the target of Vikasit Bharat 2047, to fulfill the dream of this countrymen. You will take lead, and your parents will be proud of all of you. Not only your parents, or your faculty, your vice chancellor, and all of us. We'll be proud of you with your leadership. With your leadership, today morning I saw a small video. The video's main character was late President APJ Abdul Kalam. A young girl was asking Abdul Kalam ji, sir, who was your inspiration? Who was your inspiration? Late President Abdul Kalam answered, I live in a small town, Rameshwaram. In that small town, my teacher who taught me about a bird, how bird flew, how bird moved, that create a imagination, inspiration for me to be a rocket scientist. I am proud, able faculty, able society, able parents must have given you an inspiration to create big things. Friends, entire human civilization is outing, looking towards India for their solutions, for their challenges. And I am, as a parent, as an administrator, as a secretary in charge, I am confident my young colleagues, my young friends are going to fulfill their societal aspiration. Congratulations to your new life. Thank you, friends.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom and guidance for the university. May I now respectfully invite His Excellency Sri S. Abdul Nazir Ji, Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, to address the gathering.
Respected Rashtrapati Ji, Visitor of Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, Honorable Union Minister of Education, Shri Nara Lokesh Garu, Honorable Minister for HRD, Srimati Gummidi Sandhya Rani, Honorable Minister for Tribal Welfare, Shri Madanlal Meena, Chancellor, Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh, Professor T. Srinivasan, Vice Chancellor, Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh, the Court, Executive Council, Registrar, Academic Council, Board of Studies, Deans, Faculty, staff of the University, my dear students, members of the media, I extend my warm greetings to you all. I deem it an honor and privilege to participate in the first convocation of the Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh here today in the august presence of the respected Rashtrapati Ji, Visitor of the University, and other dignitaries seated on the dais of the dais. The first convocation of the Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh marks an important milestone and an auspicious beginning in the annals of the university. The Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh was established in 2019, and it is one of the top central universities located in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. The university has been catering to the higher educational needs of the people and fulfills the long-cherished dream of tribal population of Andhra Pradesh and the neighboring states of Odisha and Chhattisgarh, providing better access to higher education. Andhra Pradesh is one of the states with a large number of scheduled tribes population of approximately 27.39 lakhs, constituting 5.53% of the total population of the state as per the 2011 census. The tribal population of the state consists of 34 scheduled tribes, out of which 7 tribal groups categorized as particularly vulnerable tribal groups. The scheduled tribes in the state are primarily located in 5 erstwhile districts of Srikakulam, Vizianagaram, Visakhapatnam, East Godavari, and West Godavari, which are designated as scheduled areas, are contiguous to South Odisha and South Chhattisgarh. The district collector of the districts having scheduled area acts as the agent to the government, and the project officer integrated tribal development agency as the additional agent to the government for the administration of civil justice and to implement the protective regulations and the constitutional safeguards. Particularly, the Land Transfer Regulation Act of 1959 made a remarkable progress in the restoration of land to the tribals. Araku coffee, the premium specialty coffee cultivated by the tribal farmers in Araku Valley, which is an initiative of the Girijan Cooperative Corporation and Nandi Foundation, is a great success story. The coffee plantation has designed and implemented a number of welfare schemes for the welfare of the tribal people, like giving them coaching under the pre-examination training to enable them to appear for competitive examinations. Special emphasis was laid on the education of tribal girls by starting ashram schools, residential schools, and industrial training institutes exclusively for the benefit of tribal youth. Andhra Pradesh introduced a new scheme called NTR Vidyonnati, which provides free coaching, boarding and lodging, supply of textbook and reference books, etc. for tribal students, and prepares them to appear for competitive examinations conducted by UPSC. The educational advancement of tribal communities has been a constitutional priority since independence, with special provisions enshrined in Article 15(4), 29, 46, and 350 of the Constitution. As India strives to achieve inclusive and equitable quality education for all, as envisioned in the National Education Policy 2020 and Sustainable Development Goal 4 of United Nations, it is imperative to focus special attention to educational needs of tribal communities. Apart from providing equitable access to higher education, priority must be given to address the cultural relevance and quality of education provided to tribal students by including multilingual education, culturally responsive pedagogy, and a curriculum that respects and integrates tribal knowledge systems. In this regard, I am optimistic that the Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh is poised to play a key role in addressing the challenges faced by tribal youth of this region by not only providing access to higher education, but also guiding them to navigate through the education system and become successful. I congratulate all the graduates, postgraduates, and research scholars who received their degrees and medals in the first convocation of the Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh, Vizianagaram. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
It is my good fortune and proud privilege to respectfully invite the Honorable President of India to deliver the convocation address.
इस प्रथम दीक्षांत समारोह में उपस्थित आंध्र प्रदेश के राज्यपाल श्री एस अब्दुल नजीर जी, केंद्रीय शिक्षा मंत्री श्री धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी, आंध्र प्रदेश सरकार में जनजातीय कल्याण मंत्री श्रीमती जी संध्या रानी जी, आंध्र प्रदेश सरकार में मानव संसाधन विकास, सूचना प्रौद्योगिकी, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और संचार और रियल टाइम गवर्नेंस मंत्री श्री नारा लोकेश जी, इस विश्वविद्यालय के चांसलर श्री मदन लाल मीणा जी, इस विश्वविद्यालय के कार्यवाहक कुलपति प्रोफेसर टी श्रीनिवासन जी, गणमान्य अतिथिगण, शिक्षकगण, देवियों और स्वजनों, प्यारे विद्यार्थियों, सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। आंध्र प्रदेश के इस ऐतिहासिक नगर में इस केंद्रीय जनजातीय विश्वविद्यालय एक प्रथम दीक्षांत समारोह को संबोधित करते हुए मुझे प्रसन्नता हो रही है। आज उपाधियां प्राप्त करने वाले तथा उत्कृष्ट प्रदर्शन के लिए पदक प्राप्त करने वाले विद्यार्थियों को मेरी शुभकामनाएं और बधाई। वे सभी शिक्षकगण,
अभिभावकगण भी बधाई के पात्र हैं जिन्होंने विद्यार्थियों का प्रोत्साहन और मार्गदर्शन किया। मुझे बताया गया है कि विश्वविद्यालय की इस प्रथम दीक्षांत समारोह में उपाधियां प्राप्त करने वाले विद्यार्थियों में लगभग 40% बेटियां हैं। हर्ष की बात यह है कि स्वर्ण पदक प्राप्त करने वाली में लगभग 70% बेटियां हैं। बेटियों के लिए प्राय वाला महिला सशक्तिकरण बढ़ते कदमों के साथ ही ये उपलब्धि संस्था की समावेशी सोच और जेंडर जस्टिस के प्रति संवेदनशीलता की भी को दर्शाता है। इस जनजातीय विश्वविद्यालय पर अनेक विशेष जिम्मेदारियां हैं। ये अपेक्षा की जाती है कि ये विश्वविद्यालय जनजातीय समाज के आत्मविश्वास, नेतृत्व और नीति निर्माण का केंद्र बने। सामाजिक न्याय के उद्देश्य से स्थापित की गई ऐसी संस्थाओं का ये दायित्व भी होता है कि वे अपने क्षेत्र में जनजातीय समाज की शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य, कौशल विकास, आजीविका और वनाधिकार के लिए जमीनी स्तर पर काम करें। मुझे विश्वास है कि आने वाले वर्षों में इस विश्वविद्यालय द्वारा वंचित एवं जनजातीय समुदाय के युवाओं के सर्वांगीण विकास के साथ ही इस क्षेत्र के समग्र विकास के लिए भी सार्थक प्रयास किया जाएगा। देवियों और स्वजनों, मुझे बताया गया है कि पिछले 7 वर्षों से ये विश्वविद्यालय गुणवत्तापूर्ण शिक्षा के केंद्र के रूप में विकसित हो रहा है। यहाँ के पाठ्यक्रमों में लचीलापन है और डिग्रियां कठोर सीमाओं में नहीं बंधी गई है। व्यवहारिक अनुभव पर बोल देने वाले साथी विश्वविद्यालय के अनेक पाठ्यक्रमों में देशज और आधुनिकता का ज्ञान धाराओं का संतुलित समन्वय किया जा रहा है। प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, दीक्षांत समारोह में मिलने वाले उपाधि प्रत्येक विद्यार्थियों के जीवन का एक महत्वपूर्ण चरण है। आज आपके लिए खुशी मनाने का दिन है, लेकिन इसके साथ ही ये पल आपको अपने भविष्य के बारे में संकल्प लेने का भी ये प्रेरणा करता है। तेजी से बदलते हुए परिवेश में अपने आप को प्रासंगिक बनाए रखने के लिए युवाओं को कौशल विकास के नई उभरते क्षितिजों पर विशेष ध्यान देने की आवश्यकता है। मैं आशा करती हूँ कि विश्वविद्यालय ने आपको इस तरह से सक्षम बनाया होगा और नवाचारी सोच तथा आत्मविश्वास के बल पर आप सफलता की ओर बढ़ सकेंगे। प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, पुस्तकीय ज्ञान के साथ ही आप अपने परिवेश से भी सीखें और व्यवहारिक कौशल विकसित करें। यही सार्थक शिक्षा है। विद्यार्थियों को अपने समुदाय, संस्कृति और परंपराओं से जुड़े रहने हुए समाज और देश के भविष्य को बेहतर बनाना है। इस विश्वविद्यालय में और विशेषकर जनजातीय विश्वविद्यालय में जनजातीय समाज की आजीविका संवर्धन के लिए ऐसी नवाचारी व्यवस्था होनी चाहिए जिसके आधार पर वन उपज, हस्तशिल्प, मिलेट्स, औषधीय पौधे, इको टूरिज्म और स्थानीय उद्यमिता पर उपयोगी कार्य हो सके। तेजी से विकसित हो रही भारत में अपने विरासत से जुड़े रहने के साथ साथ आधुनिक विज्ञान के लाभ समाज के हर वर्ग तक ले जाने की आवश्यकता है। मुझे बताया गया है कि इसी उद्देश्य से विश्वविद्यालय द्वारा उत्तरी आंध्र प्रदेश के जनजातीय समुदाय के सशक्तिकरण के लिए साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी हब संचालित किया जा रहा है। देवियों और स्वजनों, मुझे बताया गया है कि विश्वविद्यालय में जनजातीय कल्याण, सार्वजनिक स्वास्थ्य, जलवायु परिवर्तन, खाद्य एवं पोषण सुरक्षा और ऊर्जा संरक्षण पर एकेडमी और जमीनी कार्य करने पर अपना ध्यान केंद्रित किया गया है। ये आयाम समतामूलक विकसित भारत के निर्माण में अहम भूमिका निभाएंगे। विश्वविद्यालय ने जनजातीय कौशल विकास केंद्र स्थापित करके विविध क्षेत्रों में परियोजनाएं संचालित की है और निकटवर्ती गांव को उनके समग्र विकास के लिए अपनाया गया है। जनजातीय विश्वविद्यालय से विशेष रूप से ये अपेक्षा भी की जाती है कि वे जनजातीय भाषा बोलियां के संरक्षण पर मिशन मोड में काम करेंगे। मुझे बताया गया है कि आपकी संस्था के ट्राइबल स्टडीज विभाग द्वारा कुई और सावरा समेत अनेक जनजातीय बोलियों के डॉक्यूमेंटेशन को लेकर के इसी प्रकार से जमीनी कार्य किया जा रहा है। मुझे ये जानकर प्रसन्नता हो रही है कि विश्वविद्यालय ने राज्य सैनिक बोर्ड के सहयोग से सशस्त्र बलों के कर्मियों, पूर्व सैनिकों तथा अनेक आश्रितों के लिए एक शिक्षा प्रशिक्षण केंद्र की स्थापना की है। ये पहल सराहनीय है। बस 2047 तो विकसित भारत बनाने का हमारा लक्ष्य है। मुझे विश्वास है कि आंध्र प्रदेश का एक केंद्रीय जनजातीय विश्वविद्यालय अपना सार्थक, समावेशी और पर्यावरण संरक्षण पर केंद्रित व्यवहारिक संरक्षण पद्धति से इस लक्ष्य प्राप्ति करे और उसका महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाएगा। यहाँ के जनजातीय समाज की अपनी समृद्ध सांस्कृतिक परंपराओं और प्रकृति से जुड़ी जीवन शैली है। मैं आशा करती हूँ कि समाज के इस वर्ग को आधुनिक शिक्षा के उपयोगी आयामों से जोड़कर ये विश्वविद्यालय देश के समतापरक विकास में यहाँ के युवाओं की महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका सुनिश्चित करेगा। प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, ये दीक्षांत समारोह आप में एक विशेष उत्साह और उल्लास का संचार कर रहा है। इस विश्वविद्यालय से आपने जो अनुभव और कुशलता पाई है, उसके बल पर आप अपना भविष्य संवारने के लिए आगे बढ़ेंगे। अपनी बेहतरी के साथ ही अपने समाज और देश के लिए भी आपको सक्रिय योगदान करना है। ये भाव आपके दिल दिमाग से कभी ओझल नहीं होना चाहिए। आपको ऐसे भारत का निर्माण में सहायता करनी है जहां विकास समतापूर्वक है और कोई भी पीछे ना छूट पाए। मेरे पूर्व वक्ता मंत्री लोकेश जी मेरे बारे में बता रहे थे। मैं मेरे गांव के पहली ग्रेजुएट, मेरे जैसा यहाँ आज जो प्रथम दीक्षांत समारोह में मेरे जैसा ही कुछ बेटियां, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स, उनके परिवार के कोई पहले पदकधारी होंगे। आप जानते हैं, जब घर का नींव या फाउंडेशन हम बनाते हैं, फाउंडेशन स्ट्रॉन्ग होना चाहिए। तो इसके ऊपर जो लोड दिया जाएगा, ईंट के, पत्थर के, सीमेंट के, लोहे का छोड़ के, वो संभाल सके। इसलिए आपने आपको इतने मजबूत बनाना होगा, क्योंकि आप पहले कोई पदकधारी है। आपके ऊपर बहुत लोगों का रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, दायित्व है, केवल अपनों के लिए नहीं, समाज के लिए भी। कभी कभी मैं अपने बीते हुए काल को मैं मोड़ कर देखती हूँ। मेरे पिताजी कहा करते थे, पता नहीं तुम क्या बनोगे, जो भी बनोगे आगे तो बढ़ना ही है, लेकिन पीछे मुड़ कर देखो। आप जिस दरिद्रता से या जिस संघर्ष से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, आपसे भी अधिक ऐसे संघर्ष भरा पीछे रहे हैं। इसलिए पीछे मुड़कर देखो। आपका कर्तव्य है समाज को, पीछे रहने वाले लोगों को आगे लाना है। इससे ही आपका शिक्षा का सार्थकता या महत्व उपलब्ध होगा। ये केवल समाज के लिए नहीं, अपने लिए देश के लिए भी ये बहुत बड़ा उपलब्धि है। और इसी के साथ ही, इसी मनसा के साथ आज से उसी काम में जो धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी कहा करते थे, आप जॉब सीकर नहीं, जॉब प्रोवाइडर बनो। जॉब केवल अपने लिए या अपने परिवार के लिए, आप समाज को, दरिद्रता को, पीछे रहने वाले लोगों को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए आपको इसी से आप मजबूत बनाना होगा, जो बहुत सारे लोगों को आगे बढ़ने के लिए आप उनको सहारा दे सके, रास्ता दिखा सके। इसीलिए मैं कहना चाहूँगी, आज आदिवासियों को या जनजातियों को आगे लाने के लिए गवर्नमेंट अपने तरफ से प्रयास कर रहे हैं, लेकिन मेरा क्या दायित्व है, मेरा क्या रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है? मुझे गवर्नमेंट जो इतने सहायता दे रहे हैं उसका क्या रिजल्ट होगा? इसीलिए हम लोगों को आज से मेंटली प्रिपेयर होना होगा, नौकरी करके अपने लिए नहीं, समाज के लिए, समाज को बदलने के लिए, शिक्षा, संस्कृति, परंपरा, आर्थिक, सामाजिक व्यवस्था को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए ये जो गवर्नमेंट का जो प्रयास है उसको साकार बनाना होगा। आपसे समाज का बहुत उम्मीद है, इस उम्मीद से खरा उतरना होगा। खुद को बढ़ाने के साथ साथ समाज को, देश को भी आगे बढ़ाना है। इस सभागार में उपस्थित आप सभी विद्यार्थी हमारे भावी राष्ट्र निर्माता हैं। राष्ट्र निर्माण के यज्ञ में अपनी क्षमता भर योगदान करने का संकल्प अपने अडिंग बना रहे। इसी कामना के साथ मैं आपके उज्जवल भविष्य की कामना करती हूँ और बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देती हूँ। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Song and national anthem. I request all of you to settle in your respective seats. We shall resume the convocation.